Did you think building a YouTube channel would be simple? I know I did. And then I spent years wondering why my views would flatline after a day. And after uploading over 350 videos, I've learned firsthand how much of a beast YouTube can be. But when I look back at my grind over the years, I've noticed a few things that would have sped up my YouTube growth significantly and helped to get better results. So to help make your YouTube journey easier, here are 19 harsh realities about building a YouTube channel that I wish I had known sooner. Lesson 1. The YouTube journey is not a quick one. Growth is gonna feel slow at first, but it will explode over time. And that's why lesson 1 is to think big picture. Focusing on short-term results will kill your YouTube dream. We've all been there. Refreshing the YouTube Studio analytics, seeing when new views are coming, seeing your click-through rate. Step back, think big picture, and take your time. The journey is the fun part, and that's what makes YouTube so enjoyable, is creating the videos, pressing upload, and watching your community react. Enjoy that process because YouTube is taking over. Just in the last year, YouTube skyrocketed past Netflix in percentage of TV time in US family households. So YouTube is the platform to be on, and understanding that it's a long-term game is going to be critical for you as you begin this journey. Lesson 2, you never know who's watching your video. Every view could be the next potential client, could be a big name, could be somebody who's going to change your life. And that's why lesson 2 is to savor every view. That one view could totally change your life. Think of this example. A person has 2 channels. One is small. It averages 1,000 views per video. The other, much bigger, averaging 100,000 views per video. Well, which creator is having more success? Which creator is making more money? In this case, these 2 channels were run by a friend of mine. And believe it or not, the smaller channel, averaging only 1,000 views per video, makes him significantly more money. Why? It's because of who's watching those videos. He has a very niche, strong community. People are sponsoring those videos to reach that niche. Yes, he does more in AdSense on the bigger channel, but those sponsor deals bring in a lot more. So the key here is savor every view. Your community and your viewership truly matters. Lesson 3, yeah. I don't know. Lesson 3 is about showing your personality. Be original and be yourself. With gimbals and lights, we've got all the power. One cable, endless shooting hours. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Do things in your own way and showcase who you are as a person. That's what makes your videos stand out and make them special from anyone else on the platform. Lesson 4. It's important to understand what your audience wants. Who are the people that are watching your videos? You can make the best, highest production level video in the world, but if it's not designed for your audience or with your audience in mind, it could be a flop. And that's why lesson number 4 is packaging matters. Package your video and your message in a way that appeals to your audience. I saw a great example of this on a music channel recently. They created a playlist of classical music. Instead of labeling this playlist classical music playlist, they went for a better option. This playlist will make you feel like a 19th century villain. Wow, does that make you want to click? It shows exactly who this playlist is for. It packages it in a fun and creative way and makes you want to click. So think about your packaging and ensure it's going for your target audience. Lesson number 5. It's really important when you're building a YouTube channel to cut down on bottlenecks. This is so critical that Mr. Beast used to encourage all of his employees to read the book The Goal when they started. This book is all about the theory of constraints and how bottlenecks slow you down. Well, the best way to reduce bottlenecks is lesson number 5, batch filming to save time. One of my biggest bottlenecks, and the biggest bottlenecks I hear from so many YouTubers, is their shoot time. The time it takes to set up, to put lights up, to set up your camera. This process can be cut down on by batch filming. Think of this example. Say you spend 20 minutes setting up your video. Over the course of 5 videos, that's 100 minutes. That's a lot of time. If you plan ahead and have those 5 videos ready, you could set up once and save 80 whole minutes creating those 5 videos all at once. Batch filming. It's a fantastic lesson that's changed the game for me and so many creators out there, so give it a try. Lesson number 6 is to block out daily YouTube time. Put time on your calendar to dedicate towards YouTube. If you don't, it's not likely you're making it a priority in your life. Every time that I know I'm going to script or film or edit, I put it into my calendar for that week so that I know it's a non-negotiable. This is what we're doing today. This is what we're going to get done. And anytime I do this, I'm seeing a lot more uploads on my channel. I'm actually prioritizing it and making it happen. So go right now, put in your calendar, YouTube, block out that time. And while you're at it, go ahead and click a like on this video too if you're enjoying. Lesson 7. Viewers are going to judge you in the first 5 seconds of your video. They're quick, they know what they want, and they can tell if you're confident. And that's why lesson number 7 is to improve your on-camera confidence. If you lack authority, people are going to click off your video right away. Practice in front of friends and family. I always say, dial up a friend on the phone, set it down on speaker, and try to record your video and see if you maintain that confidence and that charisma and whatever character you need to portray to your audience through the camera. Practice makes perfect. You're not going to have it on the first try, and you'll get better the more videos you produce. So get out there and try so you can build that confidence. Lesson 8. In this age of the internet, a lot of creators are copying. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of room for taking ideas from others and making them your own. And that's why lesson number 8 is experiment so you can stand out. Copying what works can be good, but innovation is even better. You want to be the channel that people go to and say, hey, that's that channel that I know and love for this reason. You may be inspired by others, but building from that and making it your own is going to make you that channel that stands out. Lesson number 9. Big YouTubers are now getting over 50% of their traffic from TV viewers. This means people on their living room couch pulling up YouTube on the TV and watching. They're not just looking at their mobile phone, quickly watching a video as they're walking down the street. YouTube viewership is moving to the living room more and more every year. And that's why lesson number 9 is to consider TV viewership. This means a few different things. People will watch longer videos when they're relaxing on their couch. So consider making longer videos, 20 minutes plus. People will actually sit and enjoy this like they would an episode of television when they're relaxed in the comfort of their home. Add more depth and story to your videos. People will give it a little bit more time to soak in the story of what you're trying to say. And slower pacing can work a lot better when viewing YouTube videos on the TV. And if more people are coming to your channel via the TV, you can actually slow it down and build on your story, and build on the storytelling to get across the point you're trying to make. Review your analytics and see where people are coming from, but more and more, consider TV viewership for your videos. Lesson number 10. We all know your intro hook is critical to your video's success. But do you know what's even more important? The first 5 seconds. And that's lesson number 10. The first 5 seconds of your video. In the first 5 seconds of your video, and really in the first frames of your video, you want to establish credibility, build intrigue, and create expectations. The viewer should want to watch more of the video. They should understand where the video's going, and they should know that you are going to be a source of authority on that subject. This isn't easy. 5 seconds to do all this is a challenge, but it can make all of the difference. So spend a lot of time on that first 5 seconds. You'll notice Paddy Galloway shows an example from a recent video he did with Red Bull, where the critical first frames of the video make a huge difference in doing those 3 things. Establishing credibility, building expectations, and creating intrigue. Lesson number 11 is to plan your thumbnails and titles first. Now, for a lot of beginners in the YouTube scene, this may feel backwards. Typically, you'd script out your video, start shooting, and then after think, all right, what title and thumbnail would work for this? This is not the right strategy. Thumbnail and title should come first. This is what determines if someone's going to click on your video. If your title and thumbnail are bad, it doesn't matter how good your video is. People won't see it. Focusing on your title and thumbnail first will massively increase clicks and give you a lot more opportunity for growth on the platform. I recommend coming up with 3 different titles and 3 different thumbnail options for each video. Do this at the beginning, then create your video, and then you can use the YouTube A/B testing to see which thumbnail works best. And you can also play around with the different titles to see which is getting you better impressions and click-through. Lesson number 12. Not every video that you make is going to be a success. In fact, most won't. Obviously, the goal is to get that beloved 1 out of 10 on every upload, but it just won't happen. But this can be a good thing. And that's why lesson number 12 is to learn from your flops. Bad videos, while they don't feel great, can actually teach us quite a bit. And those failures are key to your long-term success. Each time that a video doesn't succeed in the way you'd like, take a look at video retention. See where people are falling off. See what moments are losing people in your videos. You can learn so much from this and get a sense of what isn't working to improve in your future videos. Remember, the more shots you take, the more chances you have at success. So don't be afraid of flops, let them happen, and learn from them. Lesson number 13. Subscribers don't matter nearly as much as views. Times are changing on YouTube, and subscribers are becoming a little bit of a pointless metric. Yes, they feel good, and a lot of brands look at subscriber numbers when they're looking at brand deals. However, in terms of the YouTube algorithm, subscribers really don't matter that much anymore. A person might subscribe to you because of one video, but if that video is not related to the general content you're making, they're probably not going to watch the rest of your videos. What's more important is recent views. If somebody's been watching your videos lately, they're more likely to see your videos pushed out to them. If a subscriber hasn't watched your videos in a while, they're much less likely to actually see your videos pop up. So it's important to get those recent views and keep people in the cycle of watching your videos, whereas subscribers really don't mean as much anymore. An important distinction. Lesson number 14. Trending videos get views quickly. Evergreen videos will build up over time and maintain views for a very long time. That's why lesson number 14 is to use trends and evergreen content accordingly. It can be really nice to touch on a trending topic and get a huge spike of views, but understand that that spike will fall as the trend dies off. So it's important to create trending content, but also make evergreen content. Content that will live for a long time and slowly gain views for your channel. Doing both of these types of content can really help you build up a strong base for your channel. Lesson number 15. If a video does well, make a similar video. Double down on that topic. Lesson number 15 is to repeat what works. This is one of the most important lessons that I've learned over the years. When a video succeeds, the video is clearly doing something well. It's entertaining viewers, it's shareable, it's educational. So why not build on that? Recreate it or reshape it or find a way to make something similar that works. You'll see so many big creators do this. If you go to their videos and search for their most popular videos, oftentimes the 2 or 3 most popular videos on a channel are very similar to each other. They're in a similar style or deliver a similar message. So do this on your channel with your successes. Repeat what works. Lesson number 16. Make big, bold claims. Dramatic statements in your YouTube titles get clicks. Boring titles get ignored. April Lynn Alter made a video on this exact topic, and we can use this video as a case study for this lesson. Her video is titled, "Give me 8 minutes and I'll make your titles 81% better." A fantastic title. It builds intrigue. It makes you want to watch. And her YouTube thumbnail, "Your titles are boring." It says it all between the title and the thumbnail. If you had made this video, you might have thought of a basic title such as "How to Make a Better YouTube Title." Informative, and yes, if people are searching that, then it's nicely optimized for SEO. However, does it really give a bold claim? Does it really offer much to the audience that makes you want to click? If you're searching this specific term, then yes, "How to Make a YouTube Title" is great. But if you're just perusing your YouTube homepage, it's not all that exciting. April Lynn Alter does a fantastic job of this on her videos. Check out how she does it. Big, bold claims get clicks on YouTube. Lesson number 17. Keep titles short. Charles Weil, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, apologies Charles, recently did a study. He analyzed over 250,000 YouTube titles and determined that the optimal length of a YouTube title is about 54 characters. So I always aim to keep my titles between 50 and 55 characters. Short, easy to read, and easy to understand. That's the key. If you are taking any extra time in someone's brain to process what your video is about, they're just going to move on and click on someone who has a shorter, easier to understand title. So keep your titles short. Lesson number 18. Thumbnails are so critical in getting clicks on YouTube. We all know this. But a lot of people run into the mistake of putting too much in your thumbnails. And that's why lesson 18 is to keep your thumbnails clear. There should be one key focus in your YouTube thumbnail. Cluttered thumbnails are not gonna get clicks. I always recommend a few things. Include a face. If you're using your face on the channel, that's perfect, or you could use a celebrity's face. However, if you do that, that celebrity should pop up in the video. Otherwise, it's just kind of clickbait. If you're gonna use words in your thumbnail, keep it to 2 or 3. Going above that creates too much to read, too much to process. It should be quick, instant understanding when you look at the thumbnail about what the video is actually about. And finally, there should be one focus in your thumbnail. There shouldn't be a couple different points of interest. There should be one main focus. So again, when you look, your brain instantly processes what's going on in the video. And lesson number 19, have fun. This goes back to the very beginning when we were talking about understanding that YouTube is a long journey. It's a long-term game. You're not just gonna post one video and have massive success, though this does happen for some people. But understanding that it's all about the journey is the most important part. And having fun in doing all of this production, in the editing, in telling your stories and building that community is what's gonna make it all so much more enjoyable. I love every chance I get to set up the lights and set up the camera and create something. It brings me so much joy. And if you get that, then you're gonna have an amazing time building your channel and growing. So those are my harsh realities that I've learned over the years. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video, and we'll check you back in the next one.